Today I'm going to show you a crochet stitch with tiny rosebuds. You need a number of stitches divisible by 2, and as a base I worked 1 row of single crochets and 1 row of half double crochets. This just makes it easier to continue working, to hold the piece of crochet. You start the first row with 3 turning crochets, replacing the first double crochet, and 1 double crochet into the very first stitch. Now work picot with 4 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, and close the picot with 1 slip stitch into the base and try to catch 2 threads of yarn. 1 double crochet into the next stitch, 1 double crochet into the next stitch, and again 1 picot of chain 4. Close it with 1 slip stitch by grasping 2 threads of yarn at the base of the chain, and continue with 2 single crochets, 1 and 1, and now always alternating 1 picot with chain 4 and 2 double crochets. One double crochet and the second double crochet. Continue to the end of the row and end the row with 1 double crochet into the last stitch. The last picot, slip stitch to close it, and 1 double crochet into the last stitch. Now you may work the next row of picots. Actually here you have a border what we call mouse teeth, but we continue of course. You may work the next row with the picots on exactly over the other picots, but we will offset the pattern a little. Again 3 turning crochets at the beginning of the second row and 1 double crochet after the first, immediately after the first picot. So you remember we always have 2 double crochets between the picots. Now the picot, chain 4 and 1 slip stitch into the base and 1 double crochet exactly before the next picot. 1 double crochet immediately after the next picot. Now chain 4 and 1 slip stitch, grasping 2 threads of yarn at the base of the chain and 1 double crochet before the next picot. 1 double crochet immediately after the next picot and chain 4 again, slip stitch and 1 double crochet before the next picot, and you continue to the end of the row. 1 double crochet before the last picot, 1 double crochet after the last picot. And now you may pull out those little picots to the front, and it turns out to look like itsy bitsy tiny rosebuds. And you continue like that, repeating row 1 and 2. So now you have those little rosebuds on both sides of your work, but you may also work them with one row of double crochets in between. So just leave out the picots. Then you get those little rosebuds on only one side of your crochet work. I did the picots in every row, and then you get those rosebuds on both sides of your work. Just pick them out a little bit, and now you have this cute little pattern with our tiny rosebuds. Enjoy!